At the moment, the onboarding view looks pretty empty and really sad, so let's change that. We are going to use the carousel view in order to show the onboarding steps. So let's first start with adding some additional properties to the content page. The first thing we need to do is to make sure that the nav bar is not visible. And second, what we need to do is to disable the flyout behavior. Okay, now we can actually implement our onboarding view. We will put everything inside the stack layout, and for vertical option we will have start and expand. Also, let's add some background color to the stack layout. We will use static resource light blue background. Now let's define the grid component, and inside grid component we will add the carousel view. If you are not familiar with the carousel view, this is a view for presenting data in a scrollable layout where users can swipe to move through the collection of items. So the most important property is probably item source, and we will bind that to the onboarding steps. We will just make sure that horizontal scroll bar visibility is set to never, and what we will also do, we will add the indicator view to our carousel view. For this we will define the indicator view. So in our onboarding we will have 3 different steps, and indicator view will indicate on which step are we currently. Okay, we actually need to define here item template. For that I'm going to use carousel view dot item template, and we will use data template inside. In order to save us some time, I have provided the data template. This is a stack layout that has 3 different items. So it has the image URL, it has the title of the onboarding step, and also has some explanation. This is bind to the details property. The next thing we need is a button and an option to skip the onboarding steps. So text is going to be skip. Let's just quickly style this. I'm going to add some font, set text color to the primary blue. Let's just add vertical option, start, horizontal option, and background color. This is going to be transparent. Add some margins, so 0, 50, 20, 0, and add the actual command. We are going to bind this to the skip command. What we are going to do when we execute the skip command, we are going to navigate to the login view. And the last thing we need is the indicator view in order to show in which step we are currently on. So this is the name indicator view. Let's just define some properties to the indicator view. So indicator size is going to be 10. Indicator color, we are going to use static resource cell background. selected indicator color is going to be primary blue. Horizontal option, we want to present it in center, and for vertical option we want to present that at the end of our screen. Let's just add some margins, so 0, 0, and bottom margin we will add some value. Okay, the next thing we need is a new model class for presenting the onboarding step, and we will call this class onboarding item. So this onboarding item is going to have three properties: image URL, title, and details. Let's just go ahead and create the constructor to populate these two properties. Okay, and now we are ready to get to the onboarding view model and pre-populate the onboarding steps collection. So I have already defined the necessary text and images. So we are going to have three steps. First one is welcome. Second one is information that you can store many tokens. And the third step is the security. Okay. And we also need to define the skip command. And for the skip command, like we said, we need to navigate to the login view model. So let's resolve missing dependencies, and we will need navigation service. So our navigation service, and let's initialize that through the constructor. And here the actual implementation is simple. So we just call navigation service and insert our login view model as root. Okay, just need to rename the command. And now let's see what we get. You can see the onboarding view and the carousel view. Here is the indicator. If we navigate to the second step, the indicator view has changed. And if we tap on the skip button, we navigate to the login view. So everything works correctly now.